We finally made it back here to the job near the dam. If y'all recall, this well originally made about 1/10 of a gallon a minute, and we hydro fracked it. If you haven't seen those videos, go check out those videos. I'll put this in a playlist for itself. It'll be a 3-video series: drilling the well, hydro fracking the well, and today what we're going to do is do a pump test. So we're here to do the pump system, but the house doesn't have power on it yet, so we brought a generator with us to where we can draw the water level of the well down. We'll draw it down pretty deep, and then we're going to monitor how fast it fills, and that in turn should give us a pretty close proximity of gallon per minute. I know it's not, you know, super accurate, but we're going to get about a 95% rate on what this thing can refill. A true proper pump test should be done over 24 to 48 hours and throttle it back. But if we draw the water level down to say 200, 250 foot, and then we come back and measure the water level, say 30 minutes later, that'll tell us how many feet of water it filled in 30 minutes, and we can calculate how many gallons per minute it is from there. So that's what we're going to do. We've got a 5 gallon a minute. This is a Frank Electric Tri-Seal 3200 series. This is our deep set pump. Typically we put that pump at 400 foot, but today we're only going to go in 300 foot, and we're going to put that pump in it. It's a slow pumper, 5 gallons a minute, but there's no need to put in a high flow pump here because the well doesn't make large volumes of water. So this pump at 300 foot, even if the well only makes 3/4 of a gallon a minute, it'll be an easier life for the pump, longer life for the pump, putting in a 5 gallon a minute pump. So we're gonna go ahead and get all this unwrapped and done up. Luckily it's like 45 degrees out here, so the last 2 weeks have been in the 15 to 18 degree range. It's been pretty nasty. So I'm not gonna cover any of the whole put it all together. I'll show you once it's all done. But if you're curious on how to put a pump system together, I have videos on that, the well pump Q&A playlist, and a couple other playlists to show how to do all these steps. So we'll catch y'all up once we get it all put together. So Mike and I just finished rolling out the black roll pipe that you see behind me, and about 40 foot above the pump I found a bad spot in the pipe. It was either dropped at the factory and punctured, or it was hit with a forklift, or it was hit with the edge of a pallet as they stack these things up. Somebody went by and hit it with the pallet. I'm about to show you. This would have been detrimental to a system. Got to pay attention. So right here, 264, everything looks hunky-dory. Till we come around here to this side. Look at that. It's absolutely dented the snot out of it, man. That looks so bad. It looks worse in person, I swear. I don't know if that's all the way through. I don't know if it's all the way through. But what we're gonna do, I'm gonna cut out about this much, and I've got a stainless steel inline or even a brass inline, one or the other, and I'm gonna put it in there because that would take out like almost 30 to 40 feet, probably 35 feet from the pump, and I don't want to lose that amount of storage because we're talking 45-50 gallons of water there. We're already dealing with a low yield well, so we don't want to shorten it up any more than that. If it was 10 feet, I wouldn't care, but 35, that's a big difference. Aye, come back. That's good. All right. These are my two choices that I can use. This is a extra long inline brass barb fitting, and then this one here is your typical stainless steel inline barb fitting. I actually like the stainless because it's smooth. You can damn near butt the pipe together, and I can still get 2 clamps on it. So that's what we're going to use. I'm going to go ahead and use stainless. I've slowly started transitioning everything over from brass to stainless, only because all the modern day brass, they call it no lead brass, so it's not as, I don't know, strong or long lasting as the brass fittings that used to be back in the early 2000s. But it's what we got to deal with the rules and regulations. Here it is. Now you can really tell how bad it looks. I can get the light on it. Looks pretty rough. All right, let's take a peek on the inside. Look at that, that's a big divot. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. It's got to be the corner of a pallet, or they dropped it on something. Because that's why I cut out this big amount, because it's actually, it starts about here and it ends right here at my pinky. So it's a depression here, and then that seems like the corner, and then the depression continues on to about here. So it's about 7-8 inches long. Don't really know, but we're gonna fix it. Yeah, the old pup's return. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. There you go. There you, all right, all right. Oh my God. Got my inline repair all done. All the head of the clamps are facing the same side, so I can bring my wire along the back side. And what I'm probably gonna do is I'll wrap this all with electrical tape just to cover it up, and then we'll bring the wire by it. Hey, come here, dog. And the dog decided that the leftover pipe was a fun chew toy. Come here. All right. At least we make good use out of that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at the excitement. I mean, look at the excitement. All right, hop, 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 and go. And you missed it. And you got it. Yep. Literally what we did the entire time we were drilling. Just play with the dog. Like 20 foot. Good deal. Hold on. Stop, stop, stop. That's my splice. All right, are you good? Yep, got to get off all the pine needles, all the grass. Right now is not a good time to be cutting grass, but hey, whatever floats your boat. No, don't like the cold weather. I just finished digging underneath the footer where I can get my water line, electric line. When I went inside to dig down, this is what I found. They poured a damn 4-inch by 16-inch square block in the wrong spot for the piers that support the double wide, and my water line was coming in right underneath it. So when I went in there and started digging, that's what I hit. So I had to first dig that up and get that out of there. It is heavy. It's probably every bit of, I don't know, 80 pounds. Kind of crazy. All right, what footage are we at? All right, mark the time. Well, we've given the well a little while to recuperate, to fill up, and I've yet to go check the reading on it, but I wanted to kind of give you a full system overview of this house, being that it's double wide, really close to the ground. Sucks. So like any old double wide, single wide, you got your freshwater connection. Come under here. And it's their drop pipe So I hooked up to it with my PEX, and I followed my PEX all the way down, elevating the PEX to where it's not on the ground. I basically ran it through all the beams. So if you see right here on that beam, I lift up that cover and I put it on the other side, but basically there's that little groove right there on the other side of that channel. It's perfect for it, and you just slide it through there. All right, let's go to the other side. I'll show you the tank. So there used to be a single wide sitting here, and earlier when I dug out this spot for my 1-inch PVC, that was where I dug down and I found that big giant concrete square. So see how big of a hole I had to dig out to get the concrete bar. It is so crazy. It's so big. And that's after I filled it in with all my leftover dirt. It was crazy. Then you come over here, I got all my wire and conduit. Pipe goes there. There's my tank. Mounted me a filter right there. Then you can see my PEX goes down, over, and up, back under where it needs to be. All right, let's go back out to the well and let's check and see how the recovery rate on this thing's doing. So right now, as it sits, marks exactly 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, it does that. $149. So $199 to $149. That's not bad. Let's do some math. All right, so we started at $199. That was at $149 in 45 minutes. That is 75 gallons of water in 45 minutes. So that equates to 1.666667 gallons per minute. So a little over 1.5 gallons a minute, which is totally fine for this double wide to be able to sustain and use regularly. Now, as far as irrigation, watering the lawn, watering like plants and stuff like that, you'd have to be reserved on the amount of time that you do that. But 1.5 gallons, that's something like probably 2,000 to 2,200 gallons in a 24-hour period. So it's good. Now, if you remember back when we originally drilled this, it made 1 gallon every 10 minutes. Now it makes 16 gallons every 10 minutes. So that is a 16 times increase of flow rate of water in the well, which is pretty spectacular. Yeah, I'm excited. I got to go tell Dad these results. It's pretty cool. All right. Well, we know we have a good successful gallon per minute flow rate, and I just plumbed this thing up and I didn't like it, so I had to cut it all loose and do it all over again. I had a harsh angle, and this glued into this was like cocking it, you know, and I knew if I just said screw it and left it, it was gonna bust the back of my tee out. So I ended up doing a little swing joint. It was the only way I could get away from it, because one pipe had an angle on it and the other pipe had an opposite angle on it. So this is our little well vent. Get these at irrigation companies. These are actually little sprinkler heads, but they work really, really well. A little expensive, but our inspectors actually like them. Good deal. All set. Now all they gotta do is get some power on the house. He says he's having a hard time getting power company back out here, which after all this cold weather that we've had, I'm sure all the power companies are out and about fixing lines. Good deal. Time for us to get out of here. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude the video here. We made it back to the shop. Got to go in and do some paperwork, but let me know what you think. Drop a comment in the comment section. 1.6 gallons a minute, not bad compared to 1/10 of a gallon a minute. So I will see y'all later. We got a couple wells to drill, and then I'll be going on vacation for a little bit, and so you might not catch a drilling video, but I'll probably post in about 2 weeks. So hope y'all enjoy this. See y'all later.